Good day, grade 7 learners. I'm your environmental science teacher for today, Sarah Hannah or Satorre from Perilos National High School. Welcome to our environmental science class. How are you? I'm sure you are all excited to learn. Our lesson for today is all about changes undergone by the continents. As learners, you are expected to first, second, and third. Before we are going to start our lesson, let us answer the given activity. Find the activity. I am sure you already have an idea for our lesson. Let us begin. What do you think the photo all about? Yes, it's a world map. The map shows the totality of the land masses that is broken down into continents. How many continents do we have? Can you name each of them? Would you believe that a long time ago, the Earth's continents are believed to be joined together as a single land mass called a supercontinent? Earth has changed over time. A lot of processes and extinctions have happened that led the formation of Earth that we currently know. These were all determined through the help of the fossils of the creatures that were once living on Earth that now serve as a clue to understanding the condition of life in the past. It has been pointed out that through the Earth's external and internal processes, the face of the Earth is constantly changing. There is no place like home, as a statement which reminds us that no matter how far we go in life, we will always be welcome, soothed, and comforted in that little corner of the world we call home. Just like all of us, we are very fortunate that we dwell in a perfect planet called Earth. Here is a checklist of information about the Earth. Let us see how much information you know about our home. you are now ready to learn more. Despite our tendency to consider Earth as static, it is actually a dynamic and ever-changing planet. Wind, water, and ice erode shape the land, alter the landscape in a dramatic and often violent manner, and on a much longer time scale, the movement of Earth's plates slowly reconfigures oceans and continents. The continental drift theory was rejected as Wegener failed to present a concrete mechanism on how continents drifted. Today, the theory of continental drift has been replaced by the science of plate tectonics. But what is the theory of plate tectonics? It explains that the Earth's surface, or lithosphere, is made up of a series of large plates. These plates are in motion, traveling at a few centimeters per year. It is believed that the movements of the plates in different directions are due to the convection current in the asthenosphere. And what does it mean by convection current? It describes the rising spread and sinking of gas, liquid, or molten material caused by the application of heat. Deep ocean trenches, volcanoes, island arcs, submarine mountain ranges, and fault lines are examples of features that can form along plate tectonic boundaries. The movements of the plates help explain several geological events such as volcanic activity, occurrence of earthquakes, as well as the formation of mountains, oceans, and continents. The basic thought is that instead of being permanent features of the Earth's surface, the continents and ocean basins undergo continuous changes. What are plate boundaries? These are found at the edge of the lithospheric plates. These are the areas where two plates meet, separate, or slide past each other. There are three types of plate boundaries. First, we have divergent boundary. It occurs when adjacent tectonic plates move away from each other. It results in lithosphere being pulled apart, causing massive cracks and valleys to form, also known as rift valleys and ridges. Second, we have convergent boundary. Convergent boundary is also known as destructive plate boundary. When two plates move toward each other, plates are colliding with one another. When two continental plates collide, the rocks in between them are pushed upward. That results to the formation of mountains. The concrete example of this collision is when the land masses of India and Asia collided millions of years ago that resulted to the formation of the Himalayan range. The third type of plate boundary is transform boundary. It is also known as conservative plate boundary. When two plates collide against each other in a sideways motion, a plates slide past one another, neither plate is added nor destroy the boundary. Massive amounts of energy build up as a result of two massive plates pushing against one another. Occasionally, this energy is released suddenly in the form of large earthquakes. An example of this type of plate boundary is the famous San Andreas Fault in California, USA. Aside from plate tectonics or plate movements, there are other processes that act together to wear down and build up the Earth's surface. These processes have occurred over billions of years. These processes are the following. First, weathering. What is weathering? Weathering is any process that breaks down rocks and creates sediments. There are two forces of weathering. What are they? They are the chemical weathering and the mechanical or the physical weathering. Chemical weathering is the composition of rocks caused by chemical reaction, resulting in the formation of new compounds. Example, water, acids, and gases. Second is the mechanical or physical weathering, is the breakdown of rock into smaller pieces. Examples are wind, rain, thermal expansion and contraction, and water freezing. The second process is what we call erosion. What is erosion? Erosion is the process by which natural forces move weathered rock and soil from one place to another. Gravity, running water, glaciers, waves, and wind all cause erosion. The material moved by erosion is sediment. The third process is what we call deposition. Deposition occurs when the agent, wind or water of erosion lay down sediment. Deposition changes the shape of the land. Erosion, weathering, and deposition are at work everywhere on Earth. Gravity pulls everything toward the center of Earth, causing rocks and other materials to move downhill. Water's movement, both on land and underground, cause weathering and erosion, which change the land surface features and create underground formations. Now that you are familiar with the processes, let us try to figure out its effects. features of the Earth are formed and explain how these processes affect humans, animals, and our surroundings. Thank you for being so cooperative today. I hope that you enjoy watching and listening while learning. Let's call it a